Hello, boys. Didn't know you were there. This is. I'm joking. I don't know how people do stuff like that. Try to pretend they're not. I know every once in a while I get a little corny and cheesy on these things, but it's like, how you gonna pretend like you don't know you're recording? It's just, oh, are you there? It's just, anyways, I'm in a better mood as you can tell, boys. Yeah, I had a, I get the great camera. There we go. I had um, I had some crazy dreams like usual. They were fun and entertaining, and there we go. That's a little bit better. See my ugly mug now. Ah, yeah. Um, no, things are better, and feeling good. Woke up pretty good. They're working on a road in front of our house today, so that's great news because that road was a tire destroyer, and now they're fixing it finally. I know why they're fixing it because some white people moved in. No, I'm dead serious. The road's been like pretty crappy since we moved in, and literally the way the houses go, it's black man, older black man, his wife, me, black. Hopefully, you can tell that by looking at me. So and again, people see the male as a threat and the main person in the family usually. Black family here, and next door there's a black family with their several kids. Well, the two houses next to us, 2 units next to us, 4 units altogether, 2 houses, duplexes, I guess you say. They're empty, but all 4 of them had white people move in. And now they're working on the road within like a week of the last white people moving in. It's just like, yeah, it's pretty special. And I think one that had a cop friend who drove off one day from down there, and literally 2 3 days later, the road's getting worked on. So, whew, boy, racial equality at its best, right? So, anyways, though, no, I'm in a good mood though. I wanted to share something with you guys today, and this is spontaneous. I told you I Johnny Depp these bad boys. I get upset if I take a second tape, you know. So what I'm gonna do is today I was gonna read you Bible verses, but here's the catch. See, and I want to show you this. See this Bible? This is my Bible, and I know it's reversed for you guys, I believe. So yeah, study Bible, New King James Version. And the great thing about it is, in case you hadn't noticed, it was still inside its box. Da da da. See, I personally, if you want to see me get angry, disrespect my book. Okay, that's the one surefire way to get Daddy PO'd. I keep my Bible in its original casing. I don't let nothing get put on top of it. I mean, if you try to stack games on top of my Bible, you will hear from me. You try to put your bottle of water on my Bible, you will hear from me. I don't play games with my Bible. Um, don't read as much as I should. I know that's just human nature, but I have nothing but reference for these books. So you won't see it propping up the weak leg of a chair or something like some people do with their books. It's not gonna happen. But what I wanted to read, and I'm not gonna read a lot, boys. I'm not gonna be preaching. Just 2 verses. Now the reason I say it's spontaneous, I have no idea what these verses are gonna have. If it's gonna have an impact on anything, it's gonna mean anything. That's what's so great about reading the Bible. Usually you can find something that means something to your situation because God is leaning you towards it. Now most of these hopefully ain't them like, Psalm 16:14, eat at Job's, sorry, the expression eat at Joe's, old restaurant joke from the 50s, 60s, I guess. But it might be something cheesy like that. Who knows? That's why I said Job's, the Job's in the Bible. Never mind. Oh, and yeah, when you see that, then it looks like Jobs. It's not Jobs. Okay, it's Job's. Okay, I don't know why we say it that way in there, but it actually is not Jobs. It's Job's. Um, anyways, what I wanted to read, I always love proverbs. They usually have pretty good meaning, and I'm gonna do the proverbs for each of your dates of birth. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order of the Bible, not order of where you guys were born. So we're gonna go two first. So Proverbs 2:2. Looking for it right now. Da, 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 da. There's my Psalms. There's my Proverbs. All right. So I'm gonna read just the line, and then I'm gonna read what's around it so you can understand in context. The line 2:2 says, "So that you incline your ear to wisdom." Okay. Now I'm gonna read it from the beginnings, from one through I think it goes to, yeah, just one and two actually helps. My son, if you receive my words and my treasures my command within you, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Read it one time. My son, if you see my words and treasure my commands within you, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. That's pretty powerful. That's what most of these videos are. Is they're my words trying to help you guys understand me, where you come from, and what is essentially part of you. I like that. My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands within you. That means what I've been telling you, keep them inside you. Use them as guides, as ways to see life, as a way to help you deal with adversity, help you deal with bad situations, and even honestly help you with good situations. You win a championship game, you don't need to rub it in the other team's face that you just hit the game winning home run. You don't need to go, nah, 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 boo, boo, I hit a home run on you. You don't need to do that. You won the championship. These other teams, they didn't win. If you won, they didn't win. And so you need to be sympathetic, um, and apply your heart to understanding. That's pretty powerful. So I'm glad that that's what's in there. And like I told you, Daddy don't try to steer you wrong. You can read it yourself. I encourage you to read it yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Read it up. It's the Bible. There ain't no one gonna change that. It's been the same way for a while now. All right, so here we go. Proverbs 11:10, Romeo. So here we go. 11:10. Where are you at? All right. Now this is a good one. 11:10. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there's jubilation. So what's the ironic part about that is when good people do good, people cheer, and when bad people are punished, people cheer. See, so people will cheer if the right thing is done. So if you have people who aren't, you know, um, rejoicing, full of jubilation, then something ain't right. People can say they're doing right, but if no one's happy, if no one truly seems happy and no one's celebrating, it ain't probably the right thing being done. And so there can be times where, um, I'm trying to think of a good situation to give you an example. Um, well, unfortunately, this situation. I mean, who's rejoicing? None of us. I'm sorry, and filled with jubilation. I'm happy I woke up this morning. I'm happy I get to make this video, but there's not much jubilation floating around either. So mm, you just gotta take it for what it is. And so again, this there's can be situations where people say they're happy. I've seen people with jobs that say they like their job and they don't seem happy. And work is work. It's not play. If work was play, it'd be called play. Are you going to play today? Yeah, I see you there. What time you get off play? Probably 5 o'clock. Well, I'm gonna try to stay extra couple hours because I really like being there. Work is not play. But I've worked jobs, not jobs. I worked jobs where I didn't want to leave. I had fun there. One of my best or favorite jobs, I can say. I used to work at GameStop. And literally, well, it was electronic boutiques back then, but I used to work there, and I go there 10 in the morning, and I could probably work until 9 at night, As long as I got my lunch breaks, and I wasn't on my feet the whole day because my feet hurt, obviously. If I was on my feet all day, I had no problem being there. I'm surrounded by video games. I'm surrounded by people talking about video games. I'm surrounded by trading cards and cutting edge toys and back then they used to sell computer um, um, equipment too. Like we used to sell hard drive upgrades, joysticks, headphones, memory cards, enhancers, stuff like that. But anyways, being surrounded by all that, that was fun. My lunch break, you know what I did on my lunch break? Even though I worked at pretty much a video game store, I still went down to the arcade and played video games. Literally, I worked in the mall, and I would go down to the arcade and spend my 30-minute lunch not eating, but playing more video games. So it was a great job for me. And so that was a place I had jubilation. I rejoiced most days I was there. But we had a horrible manager who she was just she was terrible. She came to work drunk. Um she drank at the job. I mean I had to throw one morning I threw away. I came in the morning and she had been there the night before setting up for a grand opening. And when I threw the trash in the trash can, big giant dumpster, I had to throw it over the top. I heard bottles. We had nothing that was bottled in our place. And so I couldn't climb into the trash can because it's so huge, but I was able to get over the top and look, and there was beer bottles. And everybody knows, even now, I guarantee, even in your generation, you can't drink beer at the mall while you're on the. You can't even have open containers at the mall, unless it's a restaurant. And she was drinking an open beer container in the back of her office. And so it's just when she was there was no rejoicing. There's no jubilation. I love my job, but again, I wasn't happy. But when she was gone, I mean, literally, we were like Wizard of Oz, ding dong, the evil witch is dead. We're like munchkins. How do you say it? We were like that. Ding dong, the evil witch is dead. It didn't last long though because then the evil emperor came and shut the store down. But no, it just when you see people who say they're happy and they don't look happy, they can't smile, they can't laugh, unless you were Bill Belichick from coach from New England Patriots. You'll smile when you're happy, okay? You'll see the rejoicing and jubilation on their face. There's a few people in real in this real world that very 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 few that can be elated, thrilled, elevated, whatever terminology you want to use to blame they're floating in the realm of just pure bliss that will have a face like yay. But not many. So um that's words of advice for when you guys have friends, girlfriends, best friends. If your best friends, you say, "Hey man, oh man, you just beat me in this game. This is the first time you ever beat me." And they're like, that's cool. There's something else bothering them. Something else that ain't right. And you'll hopefully know your friend well enough to notice that, and at the same time, you gotta gauge what you can and can't do with them, as in how you approach them. My best friend Wes, like I said, I mentioned every once in a while, he was killed a couple years back. He's a very angry man. He had a lot of reason to be angry. The world had done him so wrong on so many levels. And when he was a young kid, he um, I ain't gonna go into too much of the story, but he was the eldest, and his little brother and sister got taken away. And I remember watching him almost every other day. It just ate up inside. He wanted to do something, and we were too young. We're in high school. I mean, he was so angry because he wanted to get his brother and sister safe. He wanted to help his mom out. He wanted to do everything he could, and just you can't do a lot of stuff sometimes. You're frustrated when you're young and you don't got the money, you don't got the experience. People aren't taking you serious, and he was always. I can honestly say almost every day I seen the man smile. I seen him almost cry, and I seen him angry. But he never turned it on me. And I've heard stories from different people how he was mean to them, physically rough on them, how he would verbally destroy them or physically hurt them, and I lived with him. We were best friends, and he never laid a finger on me. I never once felt I was afraid, and it's because that friendship we had, I knew him and he knew me, and for no better terms, when he was in that mode where he's probably gonna hurt something, I knew what to say. I knew what to do. I knew what not to say and what not to do. And that's when you know you're a great friend and you have great friendship. Because I was one of the few people that when I see that switch flip, I was able to get him to calm them down almost immediately. Like one time, I seen him, and this is kind of a sad story, but I seen him about to hurt his ex-wife. She was snooping around doing shit she shouldn't have been doing. Excuse the French, but she knows better than what she was doing. And she had just dropped her son off. And I was sitting there watching something, and I told her, "Hey, man, you don't need to go into his stuff. You need to leave his stuff alone. That's his stuff. You don't live here no more. You're divorced. Oh no, 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 we're not divorced yet. He won't sign the papers. Is that what he's telling you? We're divorced." And she's going on. I said, "You know how Wes is. Come on, don't do this." And about 5 minutes later, he came in. "Ah, I'm gonna kill you." And she's running around the house. It looked almost like a Keystone Cop too. Run circles. It was just, it was crazy. It wasn't funny at the time, you know what I'm saying? But just looking back at it, I mean, like, she's running, she jumps over a chair, he jumps over a chair, like Benny Hill or something, and they're just constantly chasing each other, but can't catch each other. And he was angry, and he was gonna hurt her really bad. I could tell, and knew, and this I never done this before at this point, but I knew one, restraining him, I'm dying. That ain't gonna work. Two, get in his way. I'm dying. That ain't gonna work. Three, yell at him. Yeah, that's really gonna work. No, all the things that most people try to do wouldn't work. Talk sense to him. No, I said this sentence and it stopped him in his tracks. And I hope you boys understand this is what it means to be a father, and this is why I don't know all the other details what happened after we stopped being friends, but this is why I think the man was a great father. When he's chasing around and she's screaming, and I said loud enough for him to hear, but not screaming. But when he was passing by one of the 17 times within a circle, I said to him, "Wes, your son doesn't need to see this shit." And he just stopped in his tracks and stood straight for a second. And she didn't comically run in the back of him or nothing like that, like a cartoon. Like, no, it wasn't like she stopped on the other side, and he just said, "You are the room now." And she walked in the room, and they went and talked. As far as I know, I didn't go in the room. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. When you boys become fathers, you understand just how powerful that was. You know, it when you are a father and you care about your children and you love your children, acts of God are natural or normal in your day. He was not going to stop. God gave me the right words to say, and I said them, and he stopped him in his tracks. It calmed the beast because he knew that's not what he wanted his kids to see. He knew that's not what his kids ever need to see. And again, like I said, I don't. That was one of the last times we lived together. So I don't know what happened after that. I know they divorced, obviously. Um, and that's the last next time I saw that little boy who was 3 years old, who I was holding when that all was going on. Um, he was a grown ass man, 18, 19 years old. So I don't know what happened in between time, but if I have to base my, I can only base off what I know. I'm not like some of these people on Facebook. I know the whole damn story from one person's viewpoint. I don't know. But Wes was a damn good man when it comes to that for me. I mean, that was impressive. I love the fact that he was able to just, put his boys first, boys, what am I saying, first, and killed in anger. So, and like I said, that's pretty much been my life with you guys since you guys came along. I wasn't that angry. Oh hell no, I don't have that much anger in me. Life was pretty shitty on me, but I knew from day one it was going to be raining, pancakes like that on me. But I didn't have as much bad stuff happen as he did. My life was not that bad. But people can poke the bear, and people love to poke the bear. And I think what happened is, for me, any bit of frustration, any bit of blaming the man and all this other stuff, and when you guys came along, it just changed everything. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I mean, here I am now. I don't. Before this, here, look at my Facebook activity. I wasn't on Facebook for. I posted on Facebook for months before this. And here I am every single day because I miss you guys that much. You mean that much to me. I'm doing something that's not me, you know. And look, I'm not even wearing a hat today. I did something that's not me because that's how much I love you guys. I made it become me. I made it part of me. It wasn't me beforehand, but it's me now. And that's what happens when you become a parent. You change. You change for the better. I don't care what anyone says. You change for the better. If you change for the worse, then you weren't meant to be a parent. Period. You guys only make us better. You only make us stronger. You make us complete. It's funny because people say your other side, your spouse, is supposed to complete you. Having the family is supposed to complete you. I can't say either one of them really did it because I mean you're my family, but no, what did it was knowing that I am a father. That's what's completed me. Husband didn't complete me. Being a provider didn't complete me. Being a father completed me. Because now I know there's a little version, or in you guys' case, versions of me running around. And I gotta make sure the world is ready for it. You're ready for it, and that's my responsibility. I'm the one who unleashed you guys on the world. So I just gotta be out there and be there for you, and so I'm doing right now. I made sure this one went to 23 on purpose because if you guys get your birthday tossed out there, I get mine tossed out there too. So looks when you get a chance, boys. I did 2-2. I did 11-10. When you get a chance, look up Proverbs 11:23. I haven't looked it up. I'm not gonna read it right now, but that way all three of the Savage Men birthdays are in this video. I love you guys.